thought I would do a video to show you this deluxe Toy Story action figure set that I got recently from Disney Store. It's quite expensive, so I know a few of my friends wanted me to tell them what I thought of it and whether it was worth the money. I managed to get it with some money off, so I didn't pay quite as much as it's on sale for. But I really wanted to get it because I really liked the alien figures in it, and some of the other figures look like they're nicely articulated and stuff. So I also wanted that Zurg. I haven't got a decent Zurg in that size. So yeah, it was a set that I really wanted to get. So I thought I would get them all out and show them to you and let you know what I think and whether it's worth the money. I'll just quickly go through what figures are in the set with you before I do that. Sorry if you can see my bizarre reflection in the box, but you can see that there's Trixie from Toy Story 3. We've got Rex in the back there, Woody, Bullseye, Jessie, Buzz, Zurg, and 3 aliens. And there are Woody and Jessie's hats down there as well. So yeah, pretty excited about these. I'm excited about the aliens too because they look like small versions of the limited edition box set of the aliens that they released just around Toy Story 3 came out. I'm desperate to get those, but they go so expensive on eBay now, so hopefully these will look just as cute in some pictures. So first impressions with them sort of out the box so I can see their faces clearly and everything is pretty happy with the aliens. Zurg looks pretty awesome. Buzz's face is kind of cool. I'm not quite sure about it, but it looks okay. Jessie has a bit of a derpy face, but she's cute still. Bullseye's just adorable as always. Woody, I like him. Again, I'm not entirely convinced about his face, and I don't know, he just doesn't look as nicely painted as some of the others, but hopefully he'll look better once I've looked at him properly. There's Rex in the back, and Trixie down there. Now, Trixie and Bullseye, I'm pretty sure, are definitely a rehash of figures they've already released previously separately. I'm pretty sure I've got that exact Bullseye already and that exact Trixie, but I will have a look at them and make sure. But yeah, so first impressions are generally quite good. You'll have to bear with me whilst I try and unpack them. I hate packaging like this, it's so annoying. Well, that's everyone out the box. I'm going to show you them all individually, but to be honest, I'm not very impressed. First impressions when I was opening them up, you know, when you just saw them in the box, were quite good, but now that I've got them out, really only 1 or 2 of them seem worth it to me, but I will show you them all separately and explain why. So first I will show you the aliens. They're generally okay, apart from this dude who I think his arms are in a bit of a weird position. They don't really look right. But aside from that, the aliens are pretty cute. The qualities of their paintwork is quite nice, and their arms move nicely, which is quite cute. They will be cute to have in pictures. So yeah, aliens aren't too bad. I'll show you Zurg next. When you first look at him, Zurg looks cool, but my big problem is this arm here, which is holding his Zurg blaster, because basically it won't stay up. The Zurg blaster is too heavy, so he can't keep his arm up at all. It just falls straight back down. So he can only be shooting it if you, well, and in fact, that's just broken off. It's not broken, it's just detached, but I mean, yeah, I'm not really impressed with that. And this arm, they've got it so that he's got his hand on his hip, which he does kind of do in the movie, and it does look cool, but when you try and put it in other positions, it doesn't look quite right. So it's cool for the position that they had it in, but not so much if you want to do anything else with him. And as for this arm, as I've said, it's kind of completely useless. He can't hold it up and pose it on his own. Even if you detach that, it's still too loose. You know, his arm joint and his wrist joint is too loose to support the heavy Zerg blaster, so it just falls back down. I haven't tried to take it off his hand, and I probably won't. I'll just keep it like that. But yeah, kind of disappointed with Zerg. His face looks cool, his paintwork is cool, but yeah, disappointed by that. I'll show you Buzz next. Buzz I actually do quite like. His arms, you can't move his hands, which is slightly annoying because it means that his arms can look a bit funny when you put them in certain positions. His wings don't go in, they're fixed out, but his helmet does flip up. And his face isn't too bad, it kind of looks quite like him. His legs also bend, and his feet and his elbows, so actually he's pretty nice. You can get him into some nice positions and he'll look quite cool for pictures. So yeah, quite pleased with Buzz. Bullseye is again pretty good, but as I said, he is exactly like one that I already had, which was, well, I think available in a couple of ways. I got him in a pack individually on his own, but I think I've also seen this same Bullseye in a double pack with Woody, or it could have been a 3-pack with Woody and Jessie. But anyway, he's definitely available outside of this deluxe set. His saddle comes off, his head or neck can be moved up and down to change positions, and you can turn his head so that he looks in different directions. And as you can see, his legs are really poseable. So yeah, really pleased with Bullseye, even though he's the same as one I already have. But if you haven't got him, he's a nice one in the set. I'll show you Jessie next. This is Jessie. She looks a little bit goofy. Her eyes are a bit wonky, but aside from that, her paintwork is quite cute. Her arms move at the shoulder and the elbow, and her legs move at the knee and at the hip. My biggest issues with Jessie are that her hat does not go on at all. Won't stay on at all. It just physically, you can see that they've tried. They've made like the indentation, but I've tried it all sorts of ways. It will not fix onto her head. You just have to rest it on, but it just falls off really easily. Also, if you were going to give this set to a child, it ain't going to last long because her arms are really weak there. Fine if you're an adult collector like myself, who's not really going to be doing rough play with it, but I'm pretty sure that with a child playing with her, her arms are not going to last long at all. So you might want to think about that if you were thinking of getting this for a child. I'll show you Woody next. As you all know, Woody's my favourite, so I was really hoping that he was going to be nice, but he isn't, I'm afraid. His hat does stay on his head, which is nice in comparison to Jessie, and he doesn't have quite as skinny arms, so they'd be a bit more durable. And again, they bend at the shoulder and the elbow, and you can, his hands don't move as such, but you can twist them round, and he's got one flat one and one gripping one. this is where my problem with him comes, is his legs. They are completely wonky. They're not right. They're just, he wouldn't be able to stand up because his legs are in the wrong position, and so his feet don't stay flat in the correct position to be able to stand him up. They're just like really bow-legged. And I know he does kind of have sort of like spindly, wonky legs in the film and stuff, but I'm not impressed with that. So yeah, that's quite disappointing. But you can see even better from behind. Yeah, quite disappointed by that. But anyway, there's Woody. So then we have Trixie. She's fairly similar to the one I already have. I'm sure she must be the same, but I don't think this one's been put together quite as well as my other one, because I'm sure mine doesn't have these great big seams along here, which aren't ideal, but not the end of the world. The other difference, I'm sure, with mine is they've made the effort of putting on this jointed mouthpiece, but you can't open it because it's too tight here. So yeah, they've made it so that in theory you can open it, but you can't. So that's pretty disappointing. And I'm sure on my other one you can open her mouth properly. But yeah, that's as much as you can do with her mouth. But all of her legs move, so you can change the position of those. You can twist her tail if you wanted, but I'm not sure why you would. And her head can turn from side to side. So aside from the issues with her mouth, she's really nice. The paintwork's lovely, detail's really nice. She really looks like herself. So yeah, that's my issue with her, but in general she's quite nice. And then finally we have Rex. Again, his legs move, his tail moves from side to side. You can actually open his mouth more than you can with Trixie, but I mean it looks fine when it's open like that, but if you close it, it then looks a bit weird here. So again, I'm not sure quite why they've managed to make that happen, because I'm sure I've got other Rex figures where they've managed to make his mouth open without having this weird neck gap. But he looks cute from the front. My other issue with him though is his weird little arms. I know he has got weird little arms in the film, but they just seem to me like they've been put on upside down or something on him. They just look really weird. Not too bad. You can look like he's like clutching his chest going, oh my god, sort of thing. But if you try and have them down, they just look really weird. Not right at all. So yeah, that's my complaint with Rex. But aside from that, he's quite cute. So yeah, I have to say I'm very glad I did not pay full price for this set. But even still, I am fairly disappointed because so many of them have issues which I feel really shouldn't be there for the amount of money they're charging for this set, and for them to call it a deluxe figure set, because really there are better figures around than this, cheaper, you know. So yeah, kind of disappointed. I certainly wouldn't give it to young children for some of the reasons I've mentioned, like Jessie's spindly arms. Older kids, probably okay. And if you're an adult collector, it really depends what you want out of it. If they're just going to go on display, maybe it'll be fine. But if you want to use them for pictures and stuff, some of them are going to have issues. So yeah, I personally would only recommend it if you could get it reduced or in the sale or something. I don't think I would recommend it at full price. But yeah, That's the Deluxe Toy Story figure set from the Disney store.